tonight on Sports Scene, we take a look at powerlifting, preview Game 1 of the State of Origin, and in this special 1-hour episode, we have an extended highlights of the Telecom National Soccer League Grand Final over in Leh. Good evening and welcome to another episode of Sports Scene. I'm joined once again by Jeremy Morgie.
Dion, great to be back here in Port Moresby.
Big weekend of soccer over the weekend where we had the Telecom National League Soccer Grand Final over in Leh.
Yeah.
So it was pretty massive.
There was a wonderful turnout from the crowd as well.
Yourself and Shane were over in Medang?
Yeah.
Leh, sorry.
Yeah, Shane and I went over there. He presented a number of packages from up there as well, but I was primarily there to do a commentary.
Great.
From the sideline.
Now, before we get into more of that, we'll just step out a bit and into a little bit of the NRL. Now, over the weekend, it was pretty interesting.
Made Rabbitohs, Parramatta.
They had a good win over Parramatta, 2 points, 14-12. So the Rabbitohs had the upper hand there. Now, this weekend only featured 4 games, one tonight. Also, the Tigers were held scoreless by the North Queensland outfit.
8-0, I couldn't believe it.
8-0. They did really well with a couple of their players ready for Origin. So this weekend, a lot of the teams, 8 of the teams were on bye. And also, the Raiders and Bulldogs, that was a really interesting match. The Raiders had a really good fight back, but the Bulldogs held on to claim the victory, 41 points to 34. So it was a good round of NRL.
You made a mention about the NRL. Michael Morgan's.
Yes, Michael
from
Morgan has
Cowboys.
been called into the Queensland side. He replaces Delhi Cherry Evans. So the team has been announced, and as you can see, Billy Slater's named at fullback. There's no surprises there. And for the Blues is the exciting dragon, I like to call him, Josh Dugan.
Josh Dugan is in, and he's been in outstanding form for the past 3 rounds, I think.
He's been playing really well, playing a lot of good football. There's no surprises to the backline for the Queensland team. Greg Inglis,
no changes.
Darius Boyd.
In fact, there's been no changes. I think it's probably on the interchange, and Aiden Guerra being brought in again.
Backline, all Australian backline, very, very solid side. Also for the Blues have a pretty, I like the Blues lineup. Blues have a different pairing in the halves.
Well,
they have Trent
it wasn't the
Hodgkinson.
one that I expected.
I didn't expect that as well. Coach Laurie Daly has pulled up a bit of a surprise here. He's paired up Trent Hodgkinson along with Mitchell Pearce. So Rooster Bulldog combination there in the half. The backs have Josh Morris, Michael Jennings, Will Hopewate, who's also been informed. So it should be an exciting round. It should be an exciting game 1 of the State of Origin.
Dion, you've been following the NRL.
Yes, I have.
David Clemmer.
Young forward. He's been in superb form. It's pretty exciting. It's really good that he's been given the opportunity. Blues are always known for having a very good forward pack, and him coming into the side, I was a little bit disappointed hearing that Luke Lewis did not make the cut for the Blues. But the young side's gonna be led by Andrew Fifita.
And they are here this year without Paul Gallen.
Paul Gallen misses out this time around due to injury. And also the superstar Jared Hayne, but he's replaced by Josh Dugan. Jared Hayne has always been the X factor for the Blues in the last couple of years. So it's going to be really interesting to see how they will fare without him.
Do you think Queensland could take game 1?
Queensland are a champion side. Queensland, you never doubt a champion. And a champion team being Queensland, they're probably going into the game as favorites. But then again, you have the Blues who are always very unpredictable. Last year they took it away, but the Queensland are up with a very, very, very strong side. So it'll be a really interesting game to watch.
Now, moving on from there, Dion, you spent a bit of time in powerlifting this weekend.
Yes, I was over at the High Performance Training Center where the powerlifters had a bit of competition. They were in camp.
Was the ladies taking part this weekend?
Yes, the ladies they competed against each other. Now this is just to get them all ready and revved up for the Pacific Games.
They were using the new equipment. That is what I heard.
Yeah, so they're using some of the new equipment that will be used during the Pacific Games as well. So it's really exciting to see because powerlifting is not a very popular sport. It's overshadowed a lot by weightlifting because we do extremely well in weightlifting. And to have powerlifting, start to move up a bit, it's really interesting to see. and they've been finding a lot of grassroots talent. So there's a lot of talent coming through in the sport of powerlifting. So it's really exciting to see a lot of people get interested and actually excel in the sport. So
there was something interesting that I found out from powerlifting as well, that the owner of the company that sponsored the team took part as well.
He's putting a lot of the team. His company is getting behind. It's Mr. Kingston himself for KK Kingston. So he came down. He's over in Leh. He came down and he actually got to compete a bit. So that's really good. It's really good to see a lot of people getting involved in the sport. So it's really exciting times for the teams, especially with we're on the eve of the Pacific Games. So make sure you also do get behind our powerlifters at this year's Pacific Games here on home soil. So it's exciting, exciting, exciting.
Being here, the guys and girls, in particular the girls, have really stepped up, and we've actually seen significant improvement in the weights that they've been lifting, and some of them are already exceeding their training personal bests. So it's setting us up in a good position to make a significant contribution to Team PNG come the Games.
With the performance of the team so far, you've been here in the country, you've coached the team. Is there any, in terms of weight category, any standout performance from the team?
Yeah, I think everyone knows Linda Paulson. She's a fantastic representative for PNG, and she's well respected in the powerlifting community worldwide. She'll be significant weights lifted at the Games, and I'm predicting a crack at a world record for her during the Games.
And after the break, we get straight into it with all the action from the grand final of the Telecom National Soccer League. And welcome back to this special edition of Sports Scene. Now, in the grand final of the Telecom National Soccer League, there was a third-fourth playoff between Hekari United and FC Port Moresby.
Yeah, Hekari coming out victorious by 3-0. Tommy Sammy scored in that game. Emmanuel Simon doubled the lead. Did feel a little bit for FC Palm. They arrived straight from the airport.
Yes, because actually I was at the airport that morning and I actually did see them get on the early flight today. Do you reckon that had a bit of an effect on the way they performed?
Not necessarily. I mean, yes, the players were tired. You could tell. But as professionals, they are expected to get themselves prepared. But yeah, it was a bit unfair that they had to sprint off. It's like those local matches that you have and you're late. You know how it is when you're late catching a bus.
And then looking for people.
And you have to wear your shoes while you're in the PMV, and then you drop your toolkit on the way, and then you have to walk halfway through. So that was kind of like how it was.
So it was a bit of a rush sort of thing.
The crowd was a bit smaller
for the
morning game because that was a curtain raiser to the
final
afternoon, the big one in the afternoon. But
how did the youngster Tommy Sammy do?
He scored. He played well, but it had a quieter feel to it.
No, not much excitement.
No, it was exciting.
Okay.
But third and fourth is different, of course, from playing in the grand final. FC Port Moresby did allow another young defender named Otto Peter. So he started there as well. Great to see John Capinato also on the sidelines watching. They missed him in Madang, but he was there over the weekend.
Was he disappointed that Hekari didn't make the final this year?
No, I don't think so. You know, a couple of times that I've spoken to him already, he said, look, it's about time. He said, like any other person, he always wants his team to win. But if they don't, it shows that the other team's better.
Yep.
And if for whatever reason, Capinato has never been one to give excuses, so he was looking forward as excited as anyone else to see the grand final.
So Curry came out victors in the third quarter.
Yeah, here's one thing. So FC Port Moresby got 10 grand, 10,000 kina. Hikari got 10,000 kina.
Oh, they got the same amount.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think Medang FC also got 10,000 kina.
And the winner got
40,000, 40 grand at the end of it. So.
Okay.
Yeah. So it was a big thing.
Great. So then here's a look at all the action from the grand final at the Telecom National Soccer League.
Saturday, the 23rd of May, as we now await the FIFA anthem that plays before every NSL match. However, there is nothing bigger than the one here this afternoon. The crowd slowly stands to their feet in anticipation for what is billed as the biggest game of the NSL in almost 10 years. All around the stadium, outside, there are people jam-packed here this afternoon at the SIK to watch what we have just called history in itself. And here they come now, led out by these very, very young ball boys. That's the future. And there we have them, led by the captains themselves. Raymond Gunemba wearing what will soon become that famous number 7 jersey. And on his right-hand side, captain for Medang, Samuel Kinney, also wearing another number 7. Both of them have been talismanic players for their teams. Heroes, in fact. Gunemba, whose father, Peter Gunemba, coaches the side as well. And he's been easily one of the best players, not just for Lake City itself, but also throughout the entire competition. Played with Hikari, played with Moravec, played with a number of other big teams, and here he is this afternoon. The lineups that we have for Lake City dwellers: Ronald Warson, right next to his captain, Raymond Gunemba. Nigel Dabinyava will be up front here in Raymond. On the right-hand side, Matthew David. On the left, Obed Bika. We have Ken Kepe and Troy Gunemba in the midfield. Lee Wabbing, Valentine Nelson, Washim Milubwa, and Jeffrey Tiampo in the backline, and the Ronald Warison. And we are on. Kinney. Just a slight push off there. There he is, the captain. Malagian. And he's brought down. Washim Milubwa not too happy with that. And a chance now for Medang FC. It's been all Lake City dwellers for the first 8 minutes. Medang now have an opportunity of their own. So there's a number of players over the ball. Incidentally, Sengum's not here this afternoon. Might be Hansen Topio, could be Vanya Malagi, and Elwin Komalon can also go for goal from this range. Lake City, like what Medang did, dropping all their players. Come along. There's low, but the wall stood for it. Valentine Nelson just using his body to fend off from Hansen Topio. And all around the Sir Ignatius this afternoon, flags from both Medang and Morabe waving happily in the air. being strong. Troy Gunemba touches on for his older brother. Wario. Webbing. Come along. Nelson clears it only as far as Dabinyaba. Ball goes back. Lee Wabbing under a bit of pressure. Tries to sprint past Anson Topio but ran out of space. You could almost say this is, or it has a derby feel to it, both provinces side by side. Hiob. Space. Malagan inside. Madang fans not too happy with that. They thought the play should have been allowed to run. Malagian was waiting for the ball, but it never came because there was a stoppage in play. However, it is safety first with Myri Noni this afternoon. Sammy Hibbs over it alongside him, Samuel Keeney. Segum's pushed up from the right back position. The second penalty for Madang on the edge of the box. Interesting, he might curl it outwards. He is left-footed, Anson Topio. In swinger. Madang still have possession of the ball. Wario can't find his captain. Segum. Lagian wins it. Here's Segum in fact. True ball. A little Poya on side. Safety first by Mosi Melubwa. Both teams not taking any chances in their defense. It's another left footer. Anson Topio this time. Dribbling her up, Samuel on the far end, waiting for it. Come-alongs in there, Poyes in there, Sammy Hiob, Vanya Malagian, all inside the box waiting for it, edge of it, Kini and Segum. Comes in. Ronald Warison says, no, it's okay, I got this. Gunemba just couldn't make it. Segum. I'll find Kini. Gunemba chance now. Dabinyaba's pushing up his walk. And he misses his brother. Both brothers missed that ball. Now for Lay City Dwellers. Oh, and he goes over the top of the goal mouth. A missed opportunity. A missed opportunity by the top scorer in the NSL, Nigel Dabinyaba. Chance for Lay City Dwellers, just couldn't get there. And the entire stadium erupted in anticipation for that goal, but it never came. Tries to stretch off. Long ball. No, he goes short. Troy Gunemba. Tiampo. Tiampo again. Confusion. Now Anson Topio breaks. Poyes running. True ball for Poyes. Got Sabi Hiob on the inside. Chance for Lake. Chance for Madang, cross comes over the head. Malagian could save it. Play on. Shot! We're looking for players, Hansen Topio. Ronald Warrison, theatrical. The atmosphere on the grandstand, ecstatic. Pika can't make it past Anangi. You just also feel there are too many stoppages. It hasn't been fully open. And another slow passage of play. And here we have it. Halftime here at the SIK.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, first half.
Both sides having wonderful opportunities. Nigel Dabinyaba as well as Raymond Gunemba have had between the two of them at least 4 chances to score. The most recent one with Gunemba straight to Lian Manasseh. On the other side though, you have Hansen Topio, Sammy Hiob, as well as Elura Pohe. All 3 of them had at least 2 opportunities each to open the account for Milan. They haven't done so. So halftime here at the SIK, and the scores now, as it stands, Lacey Tidwell 0, Penang FC 0. To start the second half. You've just joined us, the scores right now. You've just joined us, the scores right now are still a 0-0 for both sides. Manasseh just checking his bearings, and here we go, the second half. And the first ball goes wide out to Obed Bika, but ends up with a throw for Hansen Topio. Nangyarap Samuel. Ken Kepe. And Max Segum just strong there. Got a haircut, the stocky midfielder. That's why I didn't recognize him earlier. Dabinyaba might flick it. Does so. Manasseh was watching it the whole way. Decides to go long. Looks for Elura Pohe. Liwa Tiampo with him. Segub. Hiob. Deflected shot. But the offside call was given. So yet another goal gone begging. Pika. Don't touch in, misses it. Topio. Come along. Segum. Come along. Malagian. Almost slips. Segum's here now. Good step by the midfielder. just a bit of a tit for tat. Dabinyaba. And he thought he'd won it. He's got a lot of pace about him, the striker. Anongi. Kepe. Malagian fighting for it. Bika it is. And Myrinoni just trying to settle play down. We don't want anything too brash happening here this afternoon. Just yet another slow play by Ley City. Both sides again, it does appear they're tense. Topio wins it. True ball. Hiob. Handball allowed to play. Obed Bika. Segum wins it. Dabinyaba. Ken Kepe. Goes to the left hand side, but an offside call given against Matthew David. So the switches in play come in a little too casual for both sides though. Madang just pushing their players. They are keeping their shape very well. Obed Bika's onto it. Sammy Keeney's on the sideline. Madang are one player short. Dabinyaba. Kunemba. Back to Kepe. Didn't really expect that. Tiampo crosses. Player onside. Just up for Ley City. Goal! And the Madang players look absolutely shell-shocked. Lots of confusion. And the goal coming from an unlikely source. It's coming from the fullback. There he is, the number 19, Lee Wabbing. And it looks like it might be game on. Out of nowhere, Madang have been shocked. All eyes were on the forwards. And instead, the right back for Ley City Dwellers, Lee Wabbing, number 19 on the right hand side, opens the scoring for Ley City Dwellers. So the scores right now, Ley City 1, Madang 0, and it is game on. Call goes against him. Segum over the ball, Malagian as well. Hansen Topio might take it instead. Got Sammy Hiob, Alwyn come along, Elura Pohe, all inside the box, including Langarap Samo. It is Topio that will take it. Movement in the box. It comes. Warisan went for it, but it did go wide. Tiampo. Gunemba. David. Gunemba's moving. And Sammy Keeney went against his opposing captain. Tiampo this time. Troy Gunemba. Offside, allowed to play on. Call comes late by Marinoni. Madang now pushing forward a lot more. Sammy Hiob. Vanya Malagian. Malagian drifts in. Good control. Lay just comfortable in defense. Gunemba sliding again. I don't think he's wearing the right shoes this afternoon. It's the third time he's slipped. One touch, Hiob. True ball, Segum just now! Sammy Hiob! The equalizer! The equalizer! And it has come! Madang have equalized to striker Sammy Hiob. 7 minutes after lay opened, Madang have equalized. It is 1-1 and absolutely alive here at the SIK. And we're back on here this afternoon. Scores 1-1. Anson Topio. Madang are on the attack again. And another chance for Madang FC. Anson Topio is over it. Looks to switch it there. Taller players there. On the edge, movement towards the right hand side. Malagian, come along. Ronald Warrison strong. Anson Topio. Tabinyaba it is. Cross comes in. Clearance. Wabeng. Come along, wins it. Break now for Madang FC. True ball, Elulapoya. But the offside call given on the far side. Linesman David Charles. Samo takes it. Topio. Obed Bika. Chance now, Dabinyaba might take it. Dabinyaba scores! There he is, the man of the moment. So the score is 2-1. Lee Wabing opened. Sammy Hiop equalized, and Nigel Dabinyaba has put them back in front again, Ley City. But then decided to change his mind at the last moment. Warisan, long clearance again. Looks for Dabinyaba. Someone marking him. Manasseh, sun's in his eyes. He can't really see the ball as clearly as he'd like. Might go straight for goal, Gunemba. And it comes, it does so! Near post. And from that save by Manasseh, Ley City have yet another corner. Ley City throwing more players in. They feel they want, they feel they need another goal to ensure victory. Cross comes. Joe! Obed Bika from the near post. Sneaks that header in. Medang now going long, bypassing their midfield. Hiop. Not the best of balls for Hanson Topio. Reaches it nonetheless. He is now loses control. Obed Bika wins it. Bika with the shot. Kunemba tries to go for goal himself, a little bit ambitious. He did have a lot of players around him. Yet another goal line clearance from Medang FC. It's almost a story, this Dabinyaba chance. And Vincent Wario desperate in defense. Corner number 8 for Ley City. Obed Bika, low cross comes in. Hiop going for it. Lee Wabing just chips it out. Strong defense by Lay. Pohe. Kini. Come along. Bandi's on his left hand side, but instead he goes right again to elude Pohe. That ball just a bit too hard for the forward. As we see 6 minutes remaining here at the SIK. It's a lot of time, 6 minutes. We know anything can happen down to the last 10 seconds of a match. Kinney with a penalty. Free kick. Curves it in. Troy Gunemba just breaks it. Dabinyaba screaming for it. Gunemba onto it. Might chip it over. Goal! Goal number 4 by the captain himself. Raymond Gunemba scores.
Feel so close to you right now.
In wonderful fashion. And if there's any person that deserves it, it is none other than the captain for Lay City Dwellers, who's worked his absolute heart out here this afternoon. And he smiles, he knows how important that is. The ovation around the stadium. Medang now playing more for pride than anything else. Got about 4 minutes. Langarap Samo pulls it back. And he's frustrated that his shot went over the bar. And we might see a change here for Lay City.
Which one can the number 18, Elsa Nasa, replacing number 15, Matthew David.
Matthew David comes off. And it's Esa Nasa who replaces him. Chance now, they've... Goal number 5! Replaces him. Chance now, they've... Goal number 5! midfielder Ken Kepe scores himself. He had two other players. And a couple of appeals going. Goal, just spectators slowly making their way out. They already know who's won. Kinney. And there we have it.
Thank you.
Exciting stuff there from the grand final of the Telecom National Soccer League. Jeremy, you were so excited.
I was. Every goal that went in, when Lay scored, I got excited. When Medang scored, I got excited. When Lay scored the other three goals, I got excited. Even in Medang, I was excited. I just get excited watching football.
It was great. Huge congratulations to the Lay City Dwellers with that win.
Congratulations to Lay City.
Also
yes.
to Medang FC and as well as POM FC and Hekari. Great work, and the Telecom National Soccer League this season has been huge, and even though I'm not as much of a soccer fan, I enjoyed following it, every bit of it. So congratulations to all the teams as well. And that brings us to the end of the show. You can follow us on Hotspot on Thursday nights, follow Scholar that is. Also, you can catch up with Lorraine on Road to Port Moresby 2015 on Wednesday nights. And that should be just about it. Thank you very much, Jeremy.
Thank you, Dion.
Thank you very much for your time. And I hope you have a pleasant evening. Quick shout out to Rosie, all the guys at Authentics, and the Kula brothers. Have a pleasant evening. Good night.